People have done the unthinkable in a world beyond our wildest dreams, where the sky isn't just a ceiling, but a doorway to the stars. In this world, we figured out the mysteries of the universe and used its endless energy to power our society. This is not a far-off dream. It's a stunning fact that calls us out of the realm of our creativity. Think about this. The first thing you notice when you wake up on a calm morning is the gentle hum of your anti-gravity bed, which is holding you up off the ground. When you look out your window, you see a busy landscape that goes up into the clouds, with flying cars moving back and forth like bees around a hive. As soon as you walk out of your room, your digital helper greets you with a warm smile and a cup of hot tea that has been made just the way you like it. As you enjoy your tea, you look at the news on your augmented reality screen and learn that humans have reached yet another amazing milestone. They can now use the power of not just one, but many stars in our sky. When your tea is done, you go to your transport pod and are whisked away in a flash to your workplace, which is a huge space station orbiting a nearby planet. In this game, you work with other scientists and engineers to solve the universe's secrets and learn more about it. You decide to take a break and eat some cosmic food in the evening. After getting on a sleek ship, you arrive at a faraway planet known for its delicious, unusual foods. You are amazed at how well the alien cooks who make the meals can make food that doesn't make sense. As you walk back to your house, you understand that what you've seen and done is only the beginning. There are many cultures in the world, and each one is more advanced and amazing than the last. The options are endless, from Type 1 civilizations that use the power of their home world to Type 7 civilizations that run the whole universe. What if I told you that all of this is possible? Maybe, somewhere out there, these crazy levels of scientific progress have already been reached by aliens. In 1964, a Soviet scientist named Nikolai Kardashev came up with a way to group societies based on how much energy they used and how far along they were in technology. The Kardashev scale goes from Type 0, a civilization that hasn't used all of its planet's energy, to Type 3, a civilization that can use all of its galaxy's energy. Energy and technology work together in a way that is fundamental to how civilizations move forward. As societies get access to more energy sources, they create new tools that let them use even more energy. This creates a circle of progress that feeds on itself. Realizing that, despite all of our technical progress, we are still at the bottom of Kardashev's scale, proudly standing at Type 0 society, is humbling. This means we haven't used all the energy on Earth yet, or built a world energy system that will last. This society has a score of 0.73 right now, and as of 2018, it used 18.4 terawatts of power on average. An American theoretical scientist named Michio Kaku says that we could become a Type 1 society in 100 to 200 years if we only increase the amount of power we use by 3% per year. Think about a Type 1 society that knows how to use all the energy on their home world and even gets energy from stars nearby. They use fission, fusion, and natural materials to make electricity. They also control mountains, change the weather, and build towns on the seas. They are not limited to one planet. They have set up colonies on other planets and moons in their solar system, creating a single government for trade, study, and working together across worlds. They have made themselves stronger with technology, but they are still not unbeatable and are still in danger of going extinct. It is truly amazing how much power this person has over nature. This shows how far a society can come when it masters technology and energy. But that's not all. Things get really crazy in Type 2 societies. By building a Dyson sphere, a huge device that surrounds a star and soaks up its energy, they can use the power of a whole star. Building a Dyson sphere is still just an idea and is beyond our current powers. However, there have been some interesting findings that make us wonder if advanced civilizations are already using star energy. The journey from Type 0 to Type 1 and beyond shows how far humans can go and how many mysteries are out there waiting for us as we explore deeper into the universe. So don't be afraid to think, because the universe is our painting, and the stars are just steps on the way to becoming a Type 1 society and beyond. The Tabby star is a mysterious star in the vastness of the universe that has interested both scientists and regular people. This mysterious star was found by the Kepler Space Telescope in 2015. It is about 1,470 light-years from Earth and is in the constellation Cygnus. In what ways does the Tabby star stand out? Well, it's the strange and unpredictable way the light shines on it. Here's a picture of a star that seems to dim by up to a shocking 20% at random times. Scientists were confused because this event didn't make sense based on natural causes. Some people were brave enough to think that the dimming might be caused by a cosmic swarm of comets moving across its path. Others even thought it might be an alien megastructure, which is a crazy idea similar to the Dyson sphere. The Dyson sphere, a huge scientific achievement, would completely surround a star and give its makers an unimaginable amount of energy. This energy could power technology and infrastructure on a scale we could never imagine. It would also give them the power to change the amount of energy a star gives off, which could even lead to the creation of black holes and fake gravity. Imagine a civilization that is so far along that it almost seems like a god. This would be a Type 2 civilization on Kardashev's scale. They could take over whole star systems and change the planets and moons to suit their needs. It's possible that they'd even make their own star systems or plan the paths of planets. The Type 3 society is where things really start to get weird. Imagine a galaxy where each solar system has been turned into a Dyson cloud of solar cells that collect energy. They would travel through space at speeds faster than light and use technology we don't yet understand to change gravity and electric fields. With skills we can't even imagine, they could cross the galaxy in hours or days. Astronomers suggested in a 2015 study that these kinds of civilizations are very uncommon in our part of the world, if they even exist. They would play in galaxies, and planets would just be stepping stones. They would shape space and time by using the most powerful forces in the universe, like supernovae and black holes, to their advantage. You might be wondering if there's anything more advanced than this. Kardashev himself thought there were only 3 kinds of societies, but the story has more to it than that. Come into Type 4 society, where scientists aren't afraid to dream bigger than Kardashev's scale. Imagine a society that could use the energy of whole galaxies and control them however they wanted, moving planets around like Legos in space. To do this, they would have to find new physics rules that we don't understand yet. Still, the fact that such a society is even possible shows how much the universe can do. The journey through space doesn't end there, though. Come into the universe, a world whose idea has fascinated scientists and thinkers for hundreds of years. There may be a society that not only knows about other worlds, but also knows how to use their energy. This is where the Type 5 society starts to form. A Type 5 society could control the energy of many worlds, change secret dimensions, easily teleport, and even go through time itself. Even though it seems impossible, it shows how many secrets are still out there to be solved. Hold on to your space hats, because there's more. It is possible for the Type 6 society to create and destroy worlds and multiverses at will, as it lives outside of space and time. The universe is like a blank painting with endless options. These societies are our wildest dreams come true, showing how much the universe can hold. Let's remember that the universe is more than just a science fiction world when we look up at the stars. It's a carpet of wonder and endless possibilities. In a faraway future, people had evolved to the point where they were a Type 7 society. With their advanced technology, they had found the keys to the universe's mysteries, including the key to living forever. People from the Omega Society could use virtual technology to go to different pocket dimensions. To do this, they were able to bend space-time, making a new empty place where things moved from the current world could find new homes. Because of all the errors, the rules of physics might be a little different in these dimensions, which turned out to be very helpful. As they went through the pocket measurements, they found that each one was different. Some were full of bright colors and strange animals, while others were huge fields or empty wasteland. In every area, they saw something new that taught them something, gave them a task, or gave them a fun time. The most amazing thing about these pocket dimensions was that they could make people eternal. They could program every atom of every person in that dimension, which would allow the society to last forever. When one pocket universe ended, they could go to a pocket universe inside that one, making a chain of universes that would always exist. Time and space no longer held the Omega Society back. They were in charge of their own fate. They had changed over time into beings made of pure energy who could freely move between worlds and were always pushing the limits of what people thought was possible. For those of you who have seen them, the pyramids are old buildings that still amaze people today. Now, what if I told you that there was a very advanced society that lived millions of years ago, long before ours? Scientists have looked closely at the Great Pyramid and thought about how much work it must have taken to build. Many people think it took 20,000 people 20 years to finish, which is a huge job for the tools and resources available at the time. But because of its complicated layout and exact angles, it's still not clear how such a building could have been made with the tools available at the time. Even with today's tools, we still haven't been able to build the pyramids with the same level of accuracy as the original builders. The skills of this old society make it hard for us to understand history. That being said, many people think the thought of a highly developed society living millions of years ago is just a lie. What if we are wrong, though? What if there's more to our past than we thought? What if a very powerful society from a long time ago lived in a world where technology wasn't just a tool, but a way of life? They got energy straight from stars, had a deep understanding of the laws of physics, changed the climate of whole worlds, made new life forms, and moved through space at speeds that are hard to imagine. This society finally ran into a problem, whether it was a natural accident, a civil war, or a change in the universe. They could either go extinct or look for a new home in the stars. They started a trip that would last millions of years and went from planet to planet, changing the climate and setting up colonies along the way. They built mysterious things like the temples, the Nazca lines, and towns that are now underwater that still puzzle us. Could it be that our society is just the latest in a long line of ones that have learned from the past and built on what they've done? The proof is still hidden, like a puzzle that hasn't been put together yet. The biggest risk for a Type 1 society is using up all of the planet's resources while also getting more energy. It's possible that running out of energy could cause a crisis or even the end of the world. There is a chance that a Type 2 society will use up all of their parent star's energy. Before their star goes out, they need to find new ways to get energy. As people in a Type 3 society discover and use the galaxy's power, they face the death of the galaxy itself. They need to think about the long-term health of the world. There are different problems and risks for each type of society. We can get through these problems and make the future better if we work together and try to understand the world better. We don't know what lies ahead, but if we are brave, determined, and dedicated to the greater good, we can become great and reach new levels of scientific growth and understanding. Thanks a lot.